the amazing U.S. pier, this amazing aid pier that the U.S. has been building with $300 million or 400 or whatever it was.
I think it was like 200 million.
Yeah, I thought it was like 320 or something, but
either way, a shit ton of money.
Shit ton of money. Mission accomplished. We did it. We went, we saw, we built that goddamn pier. We delivered stuff. Oh, was there stuff coming in on that pier? Oh, man. They have literally declared mission accomplished after delivering 1 day worth of food.
Also, can I just say that, like, as somebody who has used, what do you call them in English? Like little like rafts.
Spatulas.
Little rafts of wood to make like kind of a makeshift little pier out into the water. Why not just do that? Why does it have to look
because they had to deliver tanks.
why are tanks bringing aid, Lee?
That's the better question. That's a better question.
And let me tell you, those little wooden things that I built, like, probably cost $10. Anyway, they didn't really even get that much PR out of it because you delivered 1 day of food. Also, with regards to the food, former Army Colonel Ann Wright pointed out that this is not the kind of food that you can actually give people who are in these situations. This is food that is meant for, people to, like, armed forces to eat. It's not good food. It's shit food, as she pointed out. To deliver this shit food to people, they built this astronomical, obtuse and pointless pier when they could have, and there was a map, I believe we showed it on the show, of all of the entrances into Gaza where there were hundreds of trucks with aid waiting to get in, which, by the way, is an easier way to get food into a place like Gaza than going through a fucking pier. So this whole thing was just a total farce. I'm still struggling to figure out why, because some people, there were all these ideas as to why they were doing it at first. Some people were like, oh, they're going to start drilling for natural gas. Some people were like, oh, they're going to use it to attack people, which there were attacks.
They did use it on the attack that
right.
quote unquote rescued 4 hostages and killed 175 or 200 people.
Yeah, they did do that, but not continuously. So I'm still struggling to figure out what was this all for.
I think that it served the purpose of pretending the U.S. was doing something. So it was.
Did the Pentagon just have like a bunch of money they needed to spend before the end of the fiscal year?
Yeah, I did cover when it was first starting, when they first started building it, that it was Netanyahu's idea. It came from Israel, the idea for this garbage. I had theorized that it was likely to push Palestinians out onto ships, and they had done this before years ago, force generally African countries, but other countries to take them in, and it's a form of ethnic cleansing. Now, that didn't end up happening. However, I was right about everything else, which is it was a Trojan horse. It was used in that attack. Both U.S. and Israeli military have been using this pier to some degree. They can't defend it. They've already been attacked on it several times. Also, it can't apparently even survive the waves. So...
Which, I'm looking at this picture right here. The waves, I mean, these are not like off the coast of Portugal extreme surfing kind of waves. Like,
they're ripples. I mean, I do think when it fell apart, the waves were a little bigger, but I don't.
Okay, but still,
I don't think they were much.
This is not, these aren't like rogue waves kind of waves.
Yeah, I think it was just a catastrophe from day one. But like we've been saying, the goal was never for it to be a success.
Right.
The goal was for it to look like the United States was doing something to help people. But if the U.S. actually wanted to do something to help people, they would A, stop shipping missiles every 36 hours. B, demand that Israel open the goddamn gates. I mean, it's just so stupid. Mm-hmm. From day one, it made zero sense other than to just like appear that they were doing something. That joke's just sitting there, though. You have to use it. It's like legally obligated.
It's like low-hanging fruit, isn't it?
No, it has to be done. Listen.
Right?
I'm contractually obligated to be a comedian, so
take your comedian
card. Say the lines like that.